If you're on Twitter, specifically a part of the streamer community on Twitter, I'm sure you've been harassed by multiple GFX artists. There are literally millions of GFX artists on Twitter, and I'm going to be exposing exactly why there are so many, if you should trust them, and more. If you've never heard of me, my name is Twatter, and I typically help people grow on Twitch. I streamed on Twitch for 3 months and seen decent success. I then took on my first client at Julia's Not Live and helped her gain over 2,500 subs in only 6 months. After that, I started making YouTube videos, and since then I've helped thousands of streamers grow on Twitch. If you want me to work with you personally in my management program, join my Patreon below. You'll have access to exclusive videos as well as access to my personal Discord where I will work with you one-on-one to make sure you see growth on Twitch. Everyone is different, and I'm confident that I can work with anyone streaming anything and still help them grow with proper marketing. This video is going to be broken down into 4 sections to go over everything revolving these annoying GFX artists on Twitter. First, I'm going to show you how many GFX artists are in my DMs on Twitter alone. Second, I'm going to be exposing why there are so many of them and why they are so annoying. Third, I'm going to give my thoughts on if I respect their business, and if not, what they could do differently. And last but not least, I'm going to tell you if you should use these GFX artists and explain exactly why or why not. But first, I'd like to talk about the sponsor of today's video. If you're a live streamer, I know the biggest problem is figuring out how to monetize your platform in the most efficient way, and that's why I partnered with Tangia. I told myself that I would never do a sponsorship, but when I learned about the business and how beneficial it is for streamers, I had to get involved. Basically, Tangia is a more interactive way for your community to support you financially. Viewers can pay to send you a variety of different interactions, which are 100% customizable by you.
You lose!
Your viewers will be able to be interactive with your streams and will feel much more like a part of your streams, leading to long-term viewership, all while supporting you financially. The best part about this is the revenue split. You as the streamer will receive 80% of the revenue of your community using these interactive donations. Not only do you get a better percentage of the revenue, but it's also cheaper for the supporter, meaning your supporters can support you for less money out of their pocket and you'll get more of the money they spend. For example, on Twitch, 1,000 bits will cost your supporters $14, while 1,000 Tangia coins will cost $10. If they spend these 1,000 bits with you, you will make $10 while costing your supporters $14, meaning $4 goes to Twitch. While if they spend 1,000 Tangia coins, you will make $8 with your supporters only spending $10. Not to mention the price is fully customizable, so your supporters can interact with your stream for as little as 15 cents. Make sure to use my referral link in the description to get started with your full 80-20 split on all of your donations. It's a little complicated, but all you need to do is set up your overlay and create your own interactions. Or you can use hundreds of the pre-built interactions such as these. It's intimidating at first, but Tangia walks you through the entire process, and if you have any trouble, they always have support available and are happy to help you set things up. Next, I'm going to showcase a clip of this tool in action with the streamer's community helping him reach his quote-unquote chaos goal, which is all set up in Tangia.
You're welcome.
As a man, I may come while wiping the sweat from other men's or horses' brows. Boom. Congratulations,
Oh, no.
you hit the
we're trying
Tangia chaos goal.
I'm looking forward to seeing how you guys capitalize from this tool and make more revenue from your streaming platform. To start, let's take a look at my Twitter and how many GFX artists are in my DMs personally. All of these requests are from GFX artists who are trying different tactics to get me to reply to them. It's usually pretty obvious if someone is a GFX artist, however, I will say that they are only getting smarter and you have to really dig into them to see if they are a GFX artist or not. There are so many more in my actual DMs that I have accepted or have already followed me, but I want you guys to check out this conversation that I had with a GFX artist. I don't know what to call it considering I'm confident that they are using a fake name / profile picture. I'm going to let this conversation show in the background and you can pause and read it as we go along. It gets very interesting and I start asking intense questions and it's interesting to see how they react. It's a little bit of a spoiler for the last part of the video, but do not reach out to this person and buy graphics from them. 1, this person is extremely expensive, and 2, I explain later exactly why you should not use GFX artists. I am curious to see how many GFX artists are in your guys' DMs. I'm curious to see if these GFX artists prey on smaller streamers the same way that they do with me. Comment below on this YouTube video how many GFX artists are in your DMs. I will be reading and responding to everyone. Now I'm going to be exposing exactly why there are so many of them. To any GFX artists that are watching, I apologize for exposing your business model, but it's morally wrong to take advantage of streamers in such a way, so I feel the need to speak out on it. An average GFX artist will charge you about $25 for a logo and $75 for a streamer package with multiple graphics. Let's pretend, keyword here is pretend, that they actually do these graphics. They have the right right formats for everything you need, so it's super easy for them to crank out multiple logos back to back. That's why so much GFX work looks the exact same. I will be giving you guys all of the formats that you need so you can create your own graphics at the end of the video. You do not need to pay them for the knowledge on the right sizes for each different graphic, such as the overlay, logo, channel banners. You know, there's specific different formats that you need for each picture, and I'm going to give you all of these at the end of the video, so you do not need to pay these GFX artists for their knowledge. So I said let's pretend that they actually do the graphics, because they don't do the graphics. They outsource all of this work and do nothing themselves. I'm not exposing them for outsourcing work, that's fine. However, the way that they're going about it is so scummy. They're paying actual GFX artists on Fiverr to do everything for them. They're paying anywhere from $1 to $5 for a logo and charging anywhere from $20 to $100 per graphic. That is a 2,000 to 10,000% profit. Not to mention that they are taking all of the credit for someone else's work. All that they are doing is simply middlemaning this transaction and keeping thousands plus percents of the profit. For these quote-unquote stream packages, you can get them on Fiverr for as low as $10, and these GFX artists try to charge $350 plus for this. If they were only doing this, I guess it wouldn't be so bad, but it gets worse. Not only do they use manipulative tactics to shame you into thinking that you need these graphics in order to attract more viewers on your Twitch, they also use super attractive females to prey on small streamers and to get more responses. A lot of these GFX artists are scammers as well. It's one of the easiest things to scam because you have no proof of service. Unlike with my marketing, for example, I have proof that people are using my management program and are seeing growth with their Twitch. I would say that out of all of these GFX artists on Twitter, 99% of them are scams and 1% of them are outsourcing work from Fiverr. Even if they claim to be different, anyone can claim to do anything, but proof is where it matters. They have no proof that they created the logos that they told you that they created. Remember that. I respect the business model of outsourcing, however, I do not respect preying upon streamers and making it seem like these overpriced graphics are going to help you grow on Twitch. If you're a GFX artist and you are still watching, find a new business model. No one should trust you and you can't expect anyone to. Even if you claim to be like this person here and claim to love GFX, figure out a way to capitalize off of your talent in another way or figure out a new skill altogether. Continuity will help you grow on Twitch. That is one thing that they are correct about. However, you can easily learn to make these graphics yourself in less than an hour. Watch 1 or 2 Canva tutorials and you'll be able to slap together a logo that will still look better than this garbage that these GFX artists will create for you. In conclusion, I do not recommend ever sending your money to any GFX artists on Twitter. If you really can't make your own, even though you can easily do it, but you really don't want to make your own, go to Fiverr yourself and don't get overcharged. Find sellers on Fiverr that have a reputation for logos that aren't overcharging. You can easily find ones that are super cheap, and this is exactly how these GFX artists are getting this work done for you. Do not overpay, go directly to the source. Graphics are not everything when it comes to streaming, however, what is everything is exposure. Without proper exposure, no one is going to find you to watch you, even if you have top quality graphics, which is exactly why I developed my management program. This program is designed not only to help teach you how to get exposure yourself on Twitch, but also give you exposure directly. For example, you get retweets every time you go live, you'll get posted on high follower TikTok accounts, and more. Check out my management tiers in the description, it'll be the second link under Tangia. Again, a big thank you to Tangia, and I'm excited to see how you guys use this tool to further capitalize off your growing streaming brand. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. If you don't know, my personal goal is to reach 100,000 subscribers, and when I reach that goal, I'm going to be releasing a draw in my life video. I'm going to be exposing everything from my rough upbringing I had, family issues revolving drugs, how I built a business while dealing with all of that, the hardships that I faced on my own, and more. As I said before, I do not want sympathy or pity when I talk about my upbringing. I just want to show you all that no matter what you go through in life, with hard work and dedication, you can prevail. Again, thank you a lot.